Howdy, doctors. This is Shawnsteel, and I want to have a short discussion about something that will save you a lot of time, grief, and money. Sometimes you have to say no to a possible new patient. Even though it sounds good on the surface, you might be getting some good business out of it, you might actually make some money, but there's certain kinds of patients that through experience we've discovered isn't worth the time or the grief. You may not even get paid. So I got 5 that I want to explain today that I want you to think about. We wrote an article about this, got an award, and you can get it from us. But here are the 5 that I have in mind. How about the patient that comes in the door that you just don't like? Yes, there are certain times that two human beings just can't get along for whatever reason, and it's visceral, it's irrational, it doesn't come from the rational part of the brain. But if you don't like the patient, they probably don't like you. And so be thoughtful about that and listen to your staff. If they don't like him either, it's a pretty good clue it's going to be a bad outcome. They won't get well, they may not want to pay you, and it's going to be some unnecessary stress. So rule number 1, if you don't like the patient, it's probably not a good bet. Number 2, the doctor hopper. I love those patients. They come in to see you, you examine them, and they tell you about the last 5 chiropractors they saw that ought to be sued for malpractice. They did a very bad job. They didn't care about the patient. They hurt them. These doctors were incompetent. And when you start hearing this, you better start thinking about that. You'll be number 6. You'll be the next doctor they'll be trashing to the doctor that they hop to. So the doctor hopper patient is something that's really notorious, and that's probably you want to have a very short relationship with. Number 3 is a slam dunk patient. They come in, they've had a personal injury case, say, hey doc, I know how this works. I know all about personal injury. I've made money on personal injury. Let me tell you, this is the easiest case you'll ever have. And I tell you, I know how to run it, I know how to control it. We can work together and make this thing happen. The slam dunk patient's very dangerous. Usually they're not hurt that badly. They're in it for the money. They don't have a lot of credibility, and worst of all, they'll just go on their own reservation. They won't take advice, they're not compliant, and sometimes you'll just have a very bad outcome with them. So be very clear with those slam dunk patients that you're the doctor. Unless they got credentials, they're not going to be able to make an adequate diagnosis that the insurance company's going to buy. So watch out for the slam dunk patient. Now, another one that should be pretty obvious is the one that is quarrelsome. They come in and they're arguing with your staff. They're complaining about they couldn't find a good parking spot. And then they say they weren't late, and they're arguing, well, where's the doctor? I've been waiting here for at least 30 seconds. The quarrelsome patient is just really self-evident. That quarrelsome patient that comes into your life, not too happy, not well adjusted, got some mental issues perhaps that you're not able to deal with. The quarrelsome patient's a very difficult, high stress, hurts the entire office morale, doesn't help the other patients in the waiting room. The quarrelsome patient is somebody you don't have to deal with. You can let them go with love. And then here's the one of my favorites, is the know-it-all. This patient knows about their history, knows about medicine, knows about what's going on in the United Nations, in the East Congo. They're really smart people, and they'll tell you what needs to be done. They'll tell you what specialists they need to see. They'll tell you all sorts of things, and they'll run the case for you. You don't have to, you're just a small implement in the entire process of the personal injury case. So look out for those patients that know it all. Sometimes you got to explain to them that you're running the office, you're in charge, and you're going to get the best results based upon your experience, strength, and training. So watch out for the 5 I have here. The ones that you don't like, the doctor hopper, the slam dunk patient, the quarrelsome patient, the know-it-all. So this is part A of our very short video to give you some ideas about how you can have a more serene life. Now, these particular patients that you may not want to be able to treat, and you can refer them down the street or refer them to the general hospital or just refer them somewhere else. It's designed to make sure that you have a comfortable, happy lifestyle. This is part A. Part B will be coming up shortly. You're invited to give us comments, and there's only 3 things that we ask for. Subscribe, because we do this for free and for fun. Once we get a lot of subscribers, maybe we'll charge something, but right now it's for free and it's for fun. Number 2, like us. We'd like to be liked. You don't have to love us, but liking is really nice. It helps our stats. And then thirdly, very important, forward this to your best chiropractic friends. Even an acupuncturist. We love acupuncturists. They're good friends. I served on the acupuncture board. So we're going to keep this short, happy, and we'll see you shortly. On our 50 Rules of Steel, this is rule number 11. Rule number 11. For a copy of this, email me, shawnsteel@shawnsteel.com, for a copy of the article. Same email address. We'll see you again shortly. Take care, doctors.